Um, I was so happy to see you on Sundays with TRM Be Digital Love. You I was so glad to see you. I saw your name pop up and I was like, "Hey, I know her. She's from the morning call." I was so glad to see you. So very, very glad to see you. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Like, I know her. Make it this morning as well. This damn one. All right. Ooh, Facebook. It's so dark. Production studio by the time this is done. It's literally gonna be a whole production studio. My husband's gonna be like, this too much. Cause that means these videos about to be dark. It's because we're getting more light. We're getting way more light than we normally do. They're normally getting the space come by this window. And so now it's extremely dark. Let me share this to here. I hate that it's taking me so um but it takes what it takes. And I can add 8 minutes to the end. And I just have to remind myself that this is important. Good morning, Infinite Rocket Power. I saw you was working last night. That looks super cool. Of course, of course. When I see people names, I'll be like, "Ooh, let me go on." They be on my stuff. Let me see if I got some time. I'm gonna go on their stuff. You were working on so yesterday I hopped on Infinite Rocket Powers live and she was making mid-journey commercial. It looks like she was making commercial food art. Is that correct? Were you working on commercial food art? I really think that that's what you were doing, but I was like, I don't know. Mm, all right, let's get myself together. Stock images. Yes, they were great. Just FYI, good morning, Irene. They were so good. I was like, I had never made that kind of art on Midjourney. Um, by day, I'm an instructional designer, so I write courses for corporations, small businesses, etc. That's what I do as a full-time job. I literally create courses, and so when I saw your commercial stock images, I was like, man, people would eat this up in my field. Like they would definitely be interested in what you have to offer, because often we have a hard time finding um, good quality and unique commercial art that's tied to food. Also, and I'm sure Infinite Rocket Power knows this, but Canva does allow for creators, so you can be a Canva creator, and that kind of art or stock photos is highly requested in that space. And every time, a lot of people don't know this, but every time you download an element, the person that created it, that owned it, essentially, they get paid on it. Yeah. Go to it's called becoming a Canva creator. I believe that's what it's called. And so you literally build up a portfolio, you apply, and then they decide if um, they will accept you as one of their creators. That's why we talk about free and paid, when you have a free Canva account and they're charging you per element, it's so that they can pay their creator. Yeah. See, I be assuming people know stuff and they don't always know. Good morning, Farron. I'm doing good. My stomach's a little queasy, but other than that, I'm doing great. How are you doing this morning? Be Digital Love says, no, don't send me on a rabbit. Sorry. Listen, I love to help people make money. Good morning, Toya. Glad to have you this morning. I'm so glad you're here. How are you? I was telling everyone yesterday that Toya was like the spark that made me realize that we needed a community, like a space. So when we're having really good conversations and you're creating chat GPT prompts based on this live, or you have a win you want to share, but maybe you're watching it as a replay, we can put it in the community and we can share with each other beyond this hour. So thanks, Toya, for that. Oh, thank you. Farron says she's doing good. And she says she likes my sassy shirt. Let them talk, honey. You got to let them talk. Be Digital Love says she only has 30 minutes to walk. But here's the deal. 30 minutes is better than 0. When my kids miss the bus, that tears up my walk in the morning. So just do the 30. 30 is better than 0. 30 is better than 0. Good morning, Myrna Lee. How are you? How are you doing? Layers of kindness. Good morning to you. Cammie Cleveland, good morning. Let me do my little brief intro. Good morning, everybody. I'm Martine. Good morning, Miss Paulette. I'm Martine, and this is Morning Motivations with Martine. And while I'm talking through and talking to myself about how I'm going to make the best of my life and my decisions and how I navigate as a mother, wife, sister, friend, and business owner, I invite you to come in and do the same with me. Yeah, good morning, Cammie. Glad to have you. So, Monday through Friday, we walk and talk about a variety of topics. And it's my hope that each and every one of you walk away just a little bit more encouraged and ready to push forward into your work day or your work day at the house or your work day filled with retirement, whatever that looks like for you. We got a packed house today. We have quite a few people. Thank y'all for coming. Miss Paulette, how you doing? Myrna Lee, how you doing? How are you? We got some new faces. New faces. So new faces, if you hang with me a while, you will learn that I cover a new topic every day. If you've been with me a while, you know that some topics are exactly the same with a different angle. And that's okay. All right. So yesterday we talked about looking back at it, meaning looking back at the month. All right. This week we're reflecting. How did this month go personally or professionally or in your business? Doesn't matter. Okay. So what did you learn from this month? What went well? What didn't work? Where did you struggle? And what do you want to do differently? Good morning, Miss Patricia. How are you? What do you want to do differently? I'm working on drinking more water. I could have done better with that. I'm also trying to reduce my screen time. I spend too much time mindlessly scrolling when I either could be working or focus on other things. So I got to work on that. All right. Now, if you missed Monday, no worries. If your calendar has changed, if your schedule's bumped around, if mornings no longer work for you, no worries. Okay. All the resources, the things we talk about, the questions that I put out there for you to journal or write down or think through, they are in our brand new community, Morning Motivations. Okay. To access Morning Motivations from TikTok, go to the circle, go to my pin site, that's just my website, and join Morning Motivations. There you will find replays and all the resources. On Facebook and YouTube, let's do Facebook first. On Facebook, go to the pinned post. Let me talk to Facebook people. On Facebook, go to the pinned post, find products and services, join morning motivations, and then you'll see everything you need. And then finally, my YouTube peeps, go to the description, products and services, join morning motivations. Okay? So we've got a place where we can continue the conversation even after this live ends. All right? It's the last week of the month, and last month I did this, and every month, the very last week, I'm going to be really honing in on prepping for a new month. A lot of the reasons why we don't reach our goals is because we play around all month. We don't reflect from month to month. And then we look up and it's December 2025 and we are making a brand new vision board and never addressing the one we made from the year before. We got to change how we do that. So the last week of each month, I'll be giving you specific strategies on how to prepare for a new month so that you can continue to grow and get better. All right, good morning, Miss T. Glad to see you this morning. I found Be Digital Love. I found the content automation app and I want to use, and I'm working on 30 days. I love that. Good morning, Lakeisha. Hey! I ain't seen you in a beat, girl. Hey! Good morning, Drika. She learned, she earned. I love that name, Drika. Good morning, good morning. Miss Patricia says, I'm good on the way to those other people's jobs. Listen, and we is. And we is. Shoot, these days, look, I'm holding on to I said 2025 is a hold on to the job I got kind of year. I adjusted some of my hours, and I was like, man, I'm holding in 2025. How you doing, Lakeisha? How you doing, Miss T? Right? Oh, good. I'm glad to hear you still hanging in there. And I'm glad to see you as well. Now, Lakeisha, Drika, update. There is a morning motivations community. So if this time period doesn't work all the time, or you are listening to a replay and you're like, man, I want the resources, join the community, girl. Go on in there. All right? Go on in there. And that way you can get what you need when you need it. Glad to have you this morning. All right. Be Digital Love, I'm glad that you found a content app so that you can go ahead and start pushing your content out. I know you talked about using Canva and it didn't work. So I'm glad to hear that you found something that might work for you. Yeah, thanks, Lakeisha. Thanks. All right. But I need to talk about what we're here to talk about today. All right. A cluttered mind. As we draw to the close of a month, payday comes, hopefully to everybody. Woohoo! But also them bills be waiting. Boo. And often when we're wrapping up a month, we got bills to pay. We're trying to see if we can level out, that we have more money and fewer things to pay. That could be a bit of a stressor. If you weren't successful in what it is you wanted to do, thinking about that could be a bit stressful or make your mind cluttered. And so we do need to take time and perform some specific action steps to declutter the mind. The last week of the month is a good time to practice those, because the start of a new month is another opportunity to try it all over again. You got 12 times to do it. So we got to make them count. All right. So I want you to take some time today or this week to declutter and reorganize. Okay? We're clearing out the chaos in our lives so we can step into a new month with some clarity and some control. All right? If you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, often it's just clutter. When we feel stuck or maybe lost or behind, it's usually because there's just way too much in the way to begin with. But the solution can be simple. Streamline, simplify, start fresh. All right? Streamline, simplify it, or let me go in the right order. Simplify, streamline, and start fresh. Okay? Now, in thinking about what are some things, let me know in the chat, what are some things that have had your mind a bit cluttered? All right? What are some things that have kind of cluttered your mind? I got more projects than time. That keeps my mind cluttered. I've got one or two projects that the moment I let the moment those two are done, woo, I will be in a good space because it's a lot. That's what's got my mind a bit cluttered. Okay. So what's something that maybe have you feeling a bit lost or stuck or behind, or it's just really keeping your mind cluttered? You can drop it in the chat or just think about it. Oh, Be Digital Love. Good morning, Angela. Good morning. Oh, that's T. That's Miss T. You switched over to your computer? Oh, I got a lot of questions. I want y'all to put what's got your mind cluttered in the chat. Or write it down on a piece of paper, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to take some time to answer some questions. Facebook, I love y'all. It's about 5 of y'all over there. I appreciate y'all. It's getting big over there. Let me answer some questions. Lakeisha says, where is the Morning Motivations community located? On TikTok, go to my profile. In my profile, go to my pin site. It's at the very top. Join Morning Motivations. It's free, doesn't cost you a dime. Good morning, Angela. How you doing? How you feeling this morning? Angela is going to be talking about her GPT, the social architect. Angela, join my community. It's called Morning Motivations. And I want you to drop any information you have in the community. Okay? That way, we can help spread the word about your GPT and that you're going to be talking about it Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. That's why I need you to drop it. All right. Be Digital Love says, ooh, where's that Google class? I've got 2 Google classes. Okay? I have 2 of them. One is called Google Keep, which is like a task manager checklist keeper. The other one is called Google Drive, and both of them provide strategies on digital organization and workflows. Both can be found in the DCT community. To learn more about DCT, go to my website. It's linked in my profile. And the program you're going to be looking for is called the DCT Accelerator. All right, Be Digital Love. It's in my profile. Please use the link in the DCT in my profile, DCT Accelerator. Both classes are there, ready to go. All right, let me look. Got some more questions. Okay, so back to a cluttered mind. Back to a cluttered mind. Let's go back there. Toya says, putting other needs before mine, leaving projects and drafts. Ooh. Leaving projects and drafts. Putting other needs before mine. That creates a cluttered mind. Thank you for sharing. Good morning, Yolanda. Oh, yes. Infinite Rocket Power said, Too much world news can create a cluttered mind. Absolutely. I've got a few more places I'm gonna have to go ahead and just either remove myself from their groups or block indefinitely. All right, because it's just like I keep getting hit, and I keep like it's like my heart palpitates every time I see a new piece of news out. So I'm actually one of my ways of decluttering is I had originally like just put them on restriction, but I'm gonna have to just go ahead because it's just getting to be too much. It's getting to be too much. All right. Angela says for her that cluttered mind is tied to like the work, the personal and the business work. All of it. It's a lot. Whoop. Now, Toya said that she is setting aside time to finish her projects one at a time now. Drika says she's overstimulated with skills. I'm struggling with that too. I am in the AI certification program. I have new tools that I want to learn. I have some new tools that I have been learning. And I had to realize like I had to take a little bit of a step back from that too. To not take like I can't take on any more classes because there's just not enough brain power to add any more skills to my wheelhouse right now. So I'm with you on that. All right, thank y'all for sharing. Facebook and YouTube, if you guys want to share, drop it in the chat. What's got your mind cluttered? Once you put it out there, it becomes real. Also, once you put it out there, we all realize we're really not all that alone. We're not that as alone as we thought we were. All right. So for me, news is a big one. Too many projects to do all at one time. I'll be looking forward to when one or two of them drop off. It'll be a great day. But it might also be your inbox might be cluttered. Your files or your desktop might be cluttered. Social media. All right. Who you following? Don't unfollow me though, girl. Let me stop. It can also be physical clutter, right? So like that pile of laundry, we got two on our couch. Those dishes, have you checked the garage? It could be physical clutter as well. All of that can affect your overall mental health and well-being. All right, here's the point. A clutter-free space is a clutter-free mind. All right. So spend some time doing some decluttering mentally or even your physical space. Okay. So here's your challenge for today. Only pick one area, mental or physical, and declutter that. Nothing else. Just one. Over the course of March, if you only picked one area, mental or physical, over the course of 31 days, you're going to go into April 31 times lighter. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. No, you don't need to stop and try to clean your whole house over the course to do that. You don't have time for that. If you're wife, momming, single momming, running, churning around, if you're caretaking for two parents and an auntie, you do not have time to declutter an entire home. So what you can do is pick one small space, either mentally or physically declutter that. That's what I'm going to do. I got one space in mind because I got stuff everywhere. There's stuff everywhere. But if you do one, you'll get a little better along the way. All right. Today's a simple one. We're doing something simple. All right, Miss T says her mind is cluttered with the chaos in the world and really trying to create and teach the things that folks want to hear. Kelly, okay, you in the same season as me. I see your list: the laundry, the desk, the kids' clothes that need to be sold, all of the above, right? Oh, my list is long. Garage needs to be completely revamped. I need to start over, rip it out and start over. All right, but the reality is I can't do all that. I'm only one person. The reality is you cannot do all that. And listen, y'all getting a whooping. Anybody who leave out this call and trying to do their whole house or do their whole desk or do every Canva file they ever had, you don't have time. So pick one thing, one space. Work on that. Yeah, y'all getting a whooping. With the skinny switch. With the skinny switch. You ain't bringing that big old clunky one. Okay? That's not what I'm saying, because it's not realistic. Because the reality is, once you do all that decluttering all at one time and you done used up all that time and energy, it'll be back where it started in no time. So spin it on its head. Do one thing. Okay? And then if you need a deeper plan, do one thing a day for 30 days or 10 days or 5 days. And you will be 5 times as better as you were, or 7 times better as you were. Or if you can really hone in and do 31 days in a row, your either mental, physical space could be 31 times better. But it won't be the case if you try to do all that over the course of a day or two. Ain't enough of you to go around. You still got to work. You still got to take care of kids. You still got to take care of your elderly parents. All right? So it's unrealistic. It really, really is. And I'm speaking from experience. Okay? Now, you know your girl got some tools for you. You know I got some tools. Now, Be Digital Love, she already got me started a little bit. But I'm going to give you a few tools or strategies. Okay? Let's start with Google Keep. Google Keep is a, a checklist program. It's free to use. It don't cost you a dime to use. It's on your Google account. So you have to have a Google account. And essentially, it's like having a digital checklist. It's better than Apple Notes because you can sync that list and use it anywhere. Your cell phone, your laptop, your desktop computer, your tablet. All right. Apple Notes, if you have an Apple phone but a Windows computer, it doesn't work. All right. I've been using Google Keep for 10 years. And it's fantabulous. If you're a part of the DCT Accelerator, you have access to my class. If you are not a member of the DCT Accelerator, join. There's my classes there, and then there's a team of 10 of us, and every month, all 10 of us are offering a class. So right now, we have 20 classes on a variety of topics that you can explore. But if decluttering your mind or your tasks or your to-do list is something that's important to you, go join DCT Accelerator and tap into that class. All right. The second one is Google Drive. So this one's for my business people. If you're running a digital download business, you need a place to house and organize all of your business related files. Google Drive is a great one. But if you're running a business, I do recommend that you purchase the workspace. Prices start at $6 a month. So it's very affordable. All right, get you a formal business email. Have more than the think it's like 30 gigs of storage on a free business account, on a free Google account. You need more storage if you're doing a digital download business. Okay. And then DCT Accelerator, that's my class for this month. I'm going to walk you through some very simple things you can do to stay, and continue to be organized in your Google Drive. All right. So that's in there. That's in DCT's Accelerator. Okay. And if you go look on my profile, go to my website, you'll see it. You'll see it. It says DCT Accelerator. Okay. Then finally, the last one is Talia. She's on the team with me with TRM. Talia taught a wallpaper class, and she has her repay available. And the last time I talked to her, she had it at a very low discount. So she did a wallpaper class, and I think I know a lot. I think I'm a pretty smart girl, and I pretty much didn't think there was anything I could be taught when it came to my computer. Then I took Talia's class and realized there were several things that I did not know. All right, so Talia of Artfully Melanated, she has a wallpaper class, and essentially with the wallpaper class, she teaches you how to organize your desktop computer so that it's more reflective of your goals. You can access what you need. You can add affirmations to your desktop. It was a wonderful class. And I learned 3 things that I didn't know you could do with your desktop. Okay? So, 3 classes. Google Keep, if you need a place to create checklists, organize those checklists to stay a little bit more on top of your to-dos. DCT Accelerator is where you can find that class. Class 2, Google Drive. If you're in business, or if you, okay, I don't believe in paying for stuff for a job. So I'm going to say, if you own your own business and you need to get your Google Drive together, or you just started your digital download business and you're like, well, I just know I got to get the files to them and I don't know how to organize all of this. DCT has the Google Drive class. All right. And then the last class is Talia's wallpaper class. It's called Wild About Wallpapers. All right. That's what it's called. And it will really help you get your wallpapers together. Okay, get your website, your desktop together, so that every time you sit down, it's aesthetically pleasing, but also a meaningful and purposeful experience every single time you sit down at that computer. All right. So y'all know what it is. Y'all know what this is. Okay, I gave you 3 products that you can tap into. I'm going to be dropping those 3 products in our community morning motivations after this call. All right, I'm going to drop them in there. So you got to make sure that you're signed up so that you can get what you need. Okay. Oh, well, Angela, you will like the class in DCT. You're going to really like that class. Really, because the concepts are simple. All right. And it's going to bring in some things you hadn't thought to do before when it comes to just being organized. And, I should have said this. I forgot. Y'all, again, because I don't know everything, Google Drive got AI in it, child. Google Drive got the AI in there. I was like, wait, you mean I could ask it questions like I asked ChatGPT that's going to tell me about my drive? Oh. Blew my mind, y'all. So there's a segment on how to prompt in the Google Drive. Crazy what it can do now. I've been using Google Drive a solid 12 years. And you would have never made me believe that I could go and ask my Google Drive a question and it's gonna give me some answers about my own Google Drive. This is all up in business. All right. So if you don't need anything else in that course, at a minimum, go check out the segment, because I segment my content. I break it into small pieces. Okay. I have a segment that just focuses on the AI piece. Y'all go check that out. All right. So Kelly, you probably don't need the rest of that course. I would go find just the video on Gemini, and I would play with it. And let me know what you think. Find the section on Gemini, and let me know what you think. All right. So those are 3 classes that you can take advantage of if it's within your budget, to help you with some of this digital clutter. All right. But remember, pick a single thing, one thing today that you can declutter. That's it. And then if you feel like you need a more structured plan, then I would say do one thing every day till you can't do anything anymore. And that's how you'll get better. Okay? I'm only doing one. I'm only doing one thing today because that's what I'm committing to. I can't tell you about the rest of the month though. I can't. All right. So drop it in the comments. What is going to be your first decluttering move? Are you decluttering the mind? Are you decluttering the physical space? Let me know. I want to know. Tell me your first decluttering move. What are you going to declutter? The mind, physical space, your desktop, your Google Drive, your children's room. I had my kids declutter my car because they did a number on my car. They did a number on my car. All right, so we're gonna get to work. That's how we're gonna do a little work in the last week of the month. We're gonna declutter a little bit to prepare for the next month. All right. Oh, and I am in time. Let me turn my speed down, y'all. Let me get my speed down. All right, T is decluttering images today. All right. Angela says she needs quick, fast, and in a hurry for her Google Drive. Yes. Yep, that course will do it for you. Okay, good. That's it. That's all I got for y'all. Good morning, Glenda. Myrna says she's going to do her physical space, her lab. All right, Myrna. Yeah, I try to remember. Be Digital Love says she's going to turn off calls today so she can turn up. I love it. I love that. I think I'm going to do my refrigerator. I think my refrigerator is going to be the one. Because my desk is not too bad this time. But my fridge could take a little bit of a refresh. All right, Faithful Femme Noir. She's going to do physical. She's going to do her office. Okay. I just want y'all to pick one. Don't be showing out. You get an F if you do more than one. Okay? That is not, no. Don't tell me, girl, I did my whole house. No. That's not the instruction. That's not the assignment. Just pick one thing. Because remember, I've been talking about this since January. We are trying to get better one day at a time. All right? Doing these all Hail Marys and shutting everything down and doing it all, it's not giving us the space to build the little bitty habits that are going to carry us in the long run. T says her goal is to her decluttering goal is to stop making images and just drop them in her group. She needs to slow down on the making and just provide the experience for her audience. I love that. Yes, Kelly. Yes, they getting an F for being an overachiever. Nobody asked you to do all that. We asked you to pick one. Okay. You gotta get better over the course of this year. Not, oh, I got everything done in a couple of days, because then in April we right back where we started. What does that do us? All right. Sherilyn's doing her bedroom. All right. I love that. Be Digital Love says, thank you for helping me stay consistent. I was about to break my walk consistency. Nah, girl. Do them 30 minutes. 30 minutes better than 0. 30 minutes is better than 0, child. Good morning, Cocoa Puffs. 30 minutes is much better than 0. 5 minutes is much better than 0. If anybody's ever done physical therapy, Kelly, tell me if I'm wrong. A lot of times in physical therapy, they only start off with 1 or 2 reps. They may start off with 1 step. They may start with scooching. If they're doing something with a chair, it might just be about getting yourself to the end of the chair, then stabilizing, then bending the knees, and they may do that, right? It's a reason why they do that. Those little bitty steps get them to the full functional movement where they're trying to go. All right? Ain't nobody in there talking about, I need you to squat 12 times. No. When they're teaching people how to walk again, they're going to start from the most smallest of functional movements, and they're going to work all the way up with supports along the way. This live is one of your supports to help you make those baby steps along the way. All right? All right, so here's where we are. Yeah, movement is movement. Some days I get on here, baby, this be at 1.6, slow. Then another day I get on here, I'm at 2.6, baby. I be getting. Today I was a little bit more tired. I went a little bit slower. I ain't gonna sweat that much today. I'm just be honest. I ain't gonna sweat that much. So I took my pace down. Movement is movement. Okay. Morning Motivations community. Join the community so that you can get what you need from today's call. You can grab the replays. I'm trying to think who has, I know Angela's got a GPT. It's called The Social Architect. It's phenomenal. I'm going to ask her to drop her information into the community so that you can check out when, where, and how that she's going to talk about it. And you can decide if that's a good investment for you. All right. This week, I have a class coming up. I am teaching Canva frames. And y'all don't want to miss this class. Okay. And this is what I've been telling people. Yes, you can go online right now on YouTube and you can learn how to make a Canva frame using Photo Peak. You can do that. That part of my class is the smallest segment. This is about, once I have this Canva frame that I now know how to make, what do I do with it? How do I package it into a larger design? What kinds of frames should I be making right now in this season? And how do I make those? Okay. That's what the class is about. All right. So if you've been on the fence and you're like, I know how to make Canva frames. I'm not going to spend 2 hours teaching you how to make a Canva frame. Learning the steps of how to make a Canva frame is going to take us about 10 minutes. The rest of that 2 hours is going to be how do you leverage the Canva frame, whether it be part of your journals, whether it be part of your social media content, whether it be a part of things that you sell and personalize. How do you leverage it? What's happening right now that you need to jump in on as it relates to Canva frames? Side note, I'm even going to be giving you a special GPT that you cannot find anywhere. Other side note, I'm also going to be giving you keywords that you can tie to your products. All right, so I've already done the research. I'm going to give you the keywords so that when you're creating your listings, you have the right words connected to your products. Okay? So that's what the class is about. It's not about, we ain't spending no 2 hours talking about, here's how they make a camera frame. We're not doing that. Okay? There's so much. There are people out here that are making upwards of $35,000 to $5,000 a month selling camera frames. All right. But they're doing more than just simply making the frame. And I'm going to be bringing all those concepts together. Okay. All right. All right. If you're interested, go pick it up. If you want the coupon code, send me a DM. Infinite Rocket Power, send me a DM. If you want the coupon code, I got a coupon code. If you want it, send me a DM. And I will send you that coupon code so that you can sign up. It's in my profile. It's on my website. Go to my profile, click on my pin site. That's what it's called. It says pin site / Just Martine. All right. But if you want the coupon code, if you want that discount, you got to send me a DM and I will give you the discount. Okay. But please believe I'm very much so aware that you can get on the internet for free and make a camera frame. That's true. And I am going to, because there are still people who they want someone to show them live so that they can answer questions. So yes, it's a part of the class, but it's one of the smaller parts. Okay. All right. How we feeling? Put a 1 in the chat if you're feeling good and ready to take your day by storm. Put a 1 in the chat if you're feeling good and you're ready to take your day by storm. Have a good day, Angela. To my YouTube and Facebook people, y'all have really been showing up. I really appreciate you guys being here. Facebook is very hard to get an audience over there, okay? The way that algorithm works, they ain't sharing your stuff to nobody, okay? You got to do some work. So I appreciate you guys every morning that you can show up. If you can't show up in the morning, Facebook and YouTube, join the community, and you can go watch the replays and get the resources, okay? Have a good day, Facebook and YouTube.